to you from my cabin in West Virginia rather than where you normally see us, which is on the Habitat Oasis project in southeast Ohio. I came down here, I've got a cabin in West Virginia, came down to do a little bit of mowing, and I was able to trailer the 1025R and the H120 loader down with me. I keep the Deere 60D Autoconnect mid mower here in the shed, so I was able to bring that with me. I got here, you can see behind me that the grass is probably this deep, grass and weeds. Unfortunately, when I trailer this, I'm not able to bring the brush hog with me. It takes a couple trips, and I just decided for this trip I'm going to hit it with just the mid mower. So while I was mowing, I thought, hey, this might be a good opportunity to do a quick video that just shows how this does in the heavy grass, and let you take a look and see what you think. So I'm going to fire this up, I'm going to do a little bit of mowing, and we'll talk more about how it does here shortly. Part of my plan for today was to show you how the auto connect of the mid mower works, but what I found when I tried to connect today, I spent quite a bit of time fighting it. That everything was lining up, but the transmission, or I guess it's the transmission that turns or the PTO that turns the mower, was not connecting. So I spent some time fighting it, and the whole thing was a little bit of an effort. I found that I've had this since 2016. There are days that it connects and it's no problem. There are days that I fight it. So it's one of those features that I look back at the dealer and I look at the videos I've seen where I see them, drive on, drive off. There's a little more to it than that. And one of those things that I highly encourage you, ask the dealer to demonstrate it. If it's that easy, let him show you. Make sure you have some idea how to do it. So. Did not do the demo. I'm going to share some video with you of just a little bit of me fighting it, but not quite as easy as they make it sound. So I'm going to go ahead and fire it up, and we'll do some mowing. Not doing too bad. A couple words of advice on it. One, I've got the deck up all the way. Two, I'm mowing, it's probably 2 in the afternoon right now, so the grass is nice and dry, so that keeps it from bogging down too much. Third thing is I'm not taking a full swipe each time, so certainly not the way I would recommend using that mid mower all the time. You're going to tear up belts, you're probably going to really work the mower. The PTO has actually done pretty good. The RPMs have not dropped too bad. So really not too bad for what it's doing. It's not going to give you a great finished cut, which I'm not expecting that. I just need to get this knocked down and then get here a little more often to take care of it. So I'm going to hop back on and do a little more mowing. So as I got ready to mow again, I fired it up and I got an engine overheat light. So it is working it pretty good. Again, really probably not the right application for that mower, and not something I want to do. I have mowed some of the other. Fortunately, my buddy showed up with his bigger tractor and brush hog, and he did a lot of the mowing for me. So I had saved this little bit to hit with the 1025R. So all in all, pretty happy with it. One of the things you got to be aware of is when you're mowing in this stuff, the grass is high, all those cuttings are going to collect on the front of the grill, and you're going to want to clean those off so that you don't have an overheat situation. So we're in the mid-90s today. I'm mowing stuff that I probably shouldn't be mowing, and so I'm not surprised to see it overheat. So we're going to give it a few minutes to cool down and give it a try again and see if we can't knock this out. Okay, it didn't really make sense to me why it was overheating after just a few trips around, even with the grass as high as it was. So I went ahead, I opened it up, I pulled the screen out, there was a little grass on that, but when I looked behind it, there was a lot of grass on the radiator. Not from just today, it's stuff that I should have cleaned up before. So I cleaned that out real good, I started it up, the needle immediately dropped back into the normal operating area. So with that, I'm going to fire it up and we're going to make a few more passes. Okay, well that's it for the mowing. I guess my advice on this, we didn't have any more overheat problems after I cleared off the radiator, so that'd be one piece of advice. Make sure you get your radiator good and clean, not just the removable screen, but behind that your radiator actually is clear. Other piece of advice, I guess, is I would not do this on an everyday basis. Sooner or later, I think you would wear down the tractor. Will it do it? This goes back to that statement I made before. Will the 1025R do it? Yes, it probably will. Will you cause long-term damage? I'm no expert, but I think that's probably what's going to happen. So if you have issues where you can't keep the RPMs up, that belt is not going to do well long-term in grasses like this, but I tend to get myself in this situation once or twice a year that I have to come in and mow the thick stuff. So hope this was interesting to you. Hit like, share, and subscribe.